Okay, friends, here we are going to use a ethene molecule to explain sp2 hybridization. Okay, it is important to note that in this molecule, okay, ethene, carbon is in its state of sp2 hybridization. I think this is the first place to start. Carbon is in its state of sp2 hybridization. We revert back to our energy level diagrams, okay? Where we recall we have this. For our 2s, we have this. This is x, y, and z. We have one electron, one electron, one electron, one electron. This is carbon in the excited state. Now we are mixing one s orbital with two p orbitals. I'm going to have this sp2, 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 while one of the two pz orbitals remains what? Unhybridized. Okay, so these three hybrid orbitals, and then this is an unhybridized orbital, p orbital. Okay, pay attention to the fact that I've said this severally, that the hybrid orbitals usually make the sigma bond, while the unhybridized orbital usually used to make the pi bonds. Okay, nice. So if you are trying to depict the structure of hybridization of ethene, remember now that you are dealing with two carbon atoms, no longer one carbon atom. So whatever you do for this carbon atom, you only do it for the second carbon atom. It is very, very important you note that, okay? And remember, I told you that the structure of an sp, any kind of sp orbital, is more or less like a lobe or a leaf. Nice. So if that is the case, carbon has sp2 hybridization in this molecule. So if that is the case, it means carbon has three sp2 hybrid orbitals. So how do we draw those hybrid orbitals? The first one is drawn like this. Okay, this of course is a sp2 hybrid orbital with an electron, fantabulous. The second one is drawn like this. Okay, this is another sp2 hybrid orbital. Okay, this is sp2 hybrid orbital. Nice. And the third one is usually drawn like this. Okay, yes. And this, permit me to get it better. So this is what? An sp2 hybrid orbital. This is, we have settled, we have drawn this and this for this carbon. Remember, we have another carbon somewhere here. Okay, now again, all right, one of the sp2s of this carbon atom overlaps, okay, overlaps with the sp2 of this other carbon atom. Okay, see the two electrons there, they overlap, and when they overlap, of course, they share their electrons, So you see, so this is equally an sp2 hybrid orbital from this carbon. So that means we still have to place two sp2 hybrid orbitals. Okay, one in this position, okay, and one in this position. Okay, so this is equally, okay, this is equally an sp2 hybrid orbital, and this is an sp2 hybrid of each containing one electron. Beautiful. So we've been able to depict the sp2 hybrid orbitals of the both carbon atoms. The next thing is to now bring in the hydrogen atoms. Remember, hydrogen has what? A spherical 1s orbital. So what happens is an hydrogen atom can come and overlap here, and of course this is an s orbital of the hydrogen atom. There is a bond made. Okay, fantabulous. This is what we have already here. In the sp2 hybrid orbital, we have one electron. So an oxygen atom can, with an s orbital, can bring its electron, and they overlap, and there is a covalent bond here. Remember, I told you this is a sigma bond and this is a sigma bond. Okay, fantabulous. Again, you have another hydrogen atom coming to make an overlap with this. Of course, this is an s orbital, and another hydrogen atom coming to make an overlap. Of course, this is an s. So you see it, an s to sp2 orbital overlap is a sigma bond, and this is a sigma bond, this is a sigma bond, this is a sigma bond. Again, I said it in the last lecture. If any sp orbital overlap with an sp orbital is equally a sigma bond. So what we have here is a sigma bond. Nice. Now we have done this, but we still have in the carbon atom an unhybridized orbital. We still have, for each of the carbon atoms, we have p1p unhybridized orbitals. When we have a hybrid orbital, the shape is low. When it's only an s orbital, the shape is circular. But when you have a p orbital, p orbitals are dumbbell shaped, which could be lying in any of the three axes, whether in the y-axis like this, okay, it can decide to lie in the x-axis, okay, y, z, and x, and again, there's possibility of the dumbbell of the p orbital lying in the z-axis. So we have one p orbital here, okay? So that p orbital is still part of the carbon atom, okay? So I'm gonna draw an imaginary line here, okay? Are you following? And here we place the dumbbell of the unhybridized orbital. This p orbital that is unhybridized is what I'm putting here, okay? Again, you have an imaginary line here, okay? So again, we put the second unhybridized orbital for this second carbon atom. So why these are making sigma bond? The interaction between this pi bond, this is 2pz bond, okay, and this is 2pz from this carbon and from this carbon. The interaction between these two makes what we call a pi bond, okay? Pi bonds are made from lateral overlap. When there is a side-to-side interaction, as we have here, you have what we call a pi bond, okay? So the interaction between this 2pz orbital and this 2pz orbital will give us one pi bond. So at the end of the day, you discover we have two bonds in the center here. Nice, two bonds now, okay? Two bonds, nice. So in a simpler diagram, what we have here is C, H, H, double bond, C, H, and what? And H. That's what we have here. This first bond, okay, this bond here, the one above is from the sp to sp overlap, okay, and this second bond below is from what? 2pz to 2pz overlap. That is what you have, okay? So when whenever a p orbital, okay, interacts with a p orbital, you're going to have what we call a pi bond, okay? So that's why you have a pi bond here, you have a pi bond here, and you have a sigma bond here, okay? So that's why you have a pi bond and a sigma bond here. So this is the structure of a thin molecule, showing the way hybridization of the carbon atoms comes. Nice. So in this molecule, you say that carbon has sp2 hybridization. Please, this is sp2 and this is sp2. Nice. In this case, you say that carbon, even here, carbon is sp2 hybridized. Here, carbon is sp2 hybridized. Nice. I hope you learned something. Bye.